Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Shed of Dread. And before we hit this article, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Right then, harking back. We're going to hark back now to July 21st, 2014. Now this article, it has bearing on what's going on currently at the BBC. It's an interesting one. It's a thought-provoking one. I know some people believe this already, and I know a few people in the chat have, in my comment section have mentioned this, but why not bring it out there and let's see how it goes. Right then, Jill Dando raised alarm about the paedophile ring at the BBC. Murdered television presenter Jill Dando tried to alert her bosses to a paedophile ring in the BBC involving big-name stars, claims a former colleague. This was actually, July 21st, 2014. Sadly, Jill got murdered, any case, by an assassin that no one ever found. The friend and retired BBC worker said the late Crime Watch host told DJs, celebrities and other staff were involved in organising abuse. But the anonymous source says no one wanted to know when Miss Dando raised concerns about the alleged ring and other sexual abuse claims at the BBC. She is said to have passed the file to senior management in the mid-1990s, but they never carried out an investigation. That doesn't surprise me. The 37-year-old TV presenter was shot dead on April 26, 1999 on the doorstep of her home in West London. The crime remains unsolved. It's one of the great mysteries. Single shot. Sounds very professional to me. Any case. The source said, I don't recall the names of all the stars now, and I don't want to implicate anyone because everybody's scared, but Jill said there were surprisingly big names. Interesting. I think she was quite shocked when told about the images of children and the information on how to join this horrible paedophile ring was freely available. Jill said others had complained about sexual matters, and that some female workmates also claimed they'd been groped and assaulted. Nothing had been done. It seemed to be a policy of turning a blind eye. Yes, the BBC are very good at that. We all just mentioned Rolf Harris, and we'll also mention, Jimmy Savile. But also, don't forget, it's not just the BBC. I mean, we've had ITV who turned a blind eye to the Philip Schofield stuff. And we've also, was it Channel 4 with Mr. Bashir when he lied to get that interview with the Princess Diana? And that came out 25 years later. So there is a systemic lie and cover-up system in all of these TV shows and stations. And also probably in radio stations and, well, we all know, in Hollywood. So in any case, we'll carry on. The former colleague said the female BBC staff confided in Jill, one of the best-known TV faces of the day, after fronting primetime shows including Holiday, The 6 O'Clock News and Crime Watch. Yes, she was amazing, an amazing woman. The source said, I think it was the mid-1990s. She was seen as the face of the BBC and a magnet for women with problems. I can get that. Miss Dando compiled a file of complaints but was a television presenter and not really an investigative journalist. Fair comment. The source said she passed the information on to somebody else and they gave it back. No one wanted to know. And as it seemed, it'd be very interesting because 7 weeks they knew the guy who did the nasty thing and they sat on that. And that wouldn't have come out if that hadn't been gone to the Sun. And even though the MSN are riddled with it as well. I do remember that she gave a file to senior management. I don't think she heard any more. That seriously doesn't surprise me. Other women who have complained told Jill they did not want to risk their careers by making official statements against individuals as they would lose their jobs and that the bosses seemed to ignore it. And this was back when? When did we say when it was back? Let's go all the way back to the top. When was this? 2014! They were ignoring shit then. It still goes. BBC spokesman said they would always investigate any allegations of this nature. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, doesn't it? But added, we've not seen anything that substantiates these claims. That sounds familiar. Also, seems like they've got a standard playbook for these sort of things. After Jimmy Savile's sexual crimes were exposed in 2012, after years of being covered up by the BBC, who would always investigate any allegations, but we haven't anything to substantiate it, so it just didn't fucking happen. Carry on. Jill's fellow BBC presenter Sally Jones revealed that the disgraced DJ tried to kiss and grope her in a lift in the late 1980s. At the time, she told Jill, who said Savile was just a dirty old perv. Crime Watch host had to fend off plenty of unwelcome advances herself, said Sally. DJ Liz Kershaw and former Countryfile presenter Miriam O'Reilly both have claimed they suffered sexual harassment at the BBC in the 1980s. I can believe that. And this is the organisation you're supposed to trust, where it's already covering shit up. Miss Dando joined a campaign to help children spot paedophiles a year before she died. She had received death threats, putting the BBC in lockdown with armed guards patrolling television centre. Yeah, protect their own fucking arses. Literally. Her death spot one of Britain's biggest murder hunts. Barry George was found guilty in 2001, but it was quashed in 2008 because he just didn't fucking do it. Theories about her death range from the culprit being a Serbian warlord angry over a TV appeal on behalf of Kosovo refugees. No. To British underworld enforcers furious at a crime Watch investigation. No. They wouldn't. Neither of those would do it. Miss Dando was also looking into the death of her friend, Chelsea Vice Chairman Matthew Harding, who was killed in a helicopter crash. So there you go. Now, the reason I did that is because there's lots of things that ring very, very true in exactly what's happening right now. Oh, we've got no substantiated claims. Oh, no, we will investigate anything, but no one's proved anything and given us anything to prove it, so we're not going to do anything, and we just hope that you go away. Now, I'm not going to say how Jill Dando died. There's multiple conspiracy theories, as you just said at the end of that article. All I will say is, a single shot like that, they didn't find the shell casing, so that it was a professional hit. And now you have to question yourself, why? When you look at things like Jeffrey Epstein and all the other weird and, horrible sexually deviant stuff, Harvey Weinstein, names that pop up, and you just have to think. Oh, and then the way that the media is going out of its way, is it Broken Chain? That wonderful film that's beating everybody in the box office because it's about child abduction. But no, that's just a conspiracy theory. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? It should. It should really make you wonder. Any case, I'm finished with this one. Social medias are up above. You know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and share. If you enjoyed some more and see some more, then just hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ding that bell. Yes, there is a comment section down below. I've already had loads of comments, and for everybody who sent me comments, be they good or be they bad, thanks very much for the interaction. It all helps. So do the likes. Thanks for all the watches. Thanks for the extra subscribers. Genuinely, I'm touched. I wasn't expecting to get to this stage, but, without you lot, it would be nothing. And all you have to do now is just get out my shed. No, go on. Just